Here are the ingredients for the white bean soup, white bean and spinach soup. You will need one medium-sized onion, 4 cloves of garlic. I love garlic a little too much, so I'm using 4. You could use 2, should be sufficient. Obviously spinach. I wanted to put some pasta in it to make it a little heartier, so I'll be using the whole grain elbow. You could use orzo as well. I have some great northern beans. Cannellini beans should be fine as well. I'll be using 1. If you don't use the pasta, then I would go ahead and use 2 cans. And these are 15.5 ounces. Then I have some Himalayan salt, oregano, garlic salt, Trader Joe's 21 seasoning, paprika, everyday seasoning, and some cumin. And then I'll be sauteing the garlic and onion in the olive oil a little bit. And then I yesterday made a homemade vegetable broth, which is very easy to make. So I made that, so I'll be using 4 cups of this. And then I'm gonna get to cooking. Okay, so after I sweat the garlic and the onion for a little bit in olive oil, I put in all my spices. As I was putting it in, I realized you guys might not use the shop at Trader Joe's, so you might not know what the 21 seasoning or the everyday seasoning includes. So I will tell you guys what it has, but essentially what you could do is you could just use some Italian seasoning, oregano, basil. This one is my favorite, which is the 21 seasoning salute, and what it has is onion, black pepper, celery seed, cayenne pepper, parsley, basil, marjoram, bay leaf, oregano, thyme, savory rosemary, cumin, mustard, coriander, garlic, carrot and orange peel, lemon juice powder, and oil of lemon. So that's what this has. It does have citric acid, so if you're allergic to it, then it's probably not the right thing for you. But so if you don't have this, because it has a lot of the spices that I really need to flavor it, and my husband is really into, like, it has to have some spices and a kick to it. Same with me, but more so him. So you know, I go on the heavier seasoning side. You could essentially just do Italian seasoning and a bay leaf. Once you put in the vegetable broth or the chicken broth, you can use chicken broth. It might give a little more flavor if you like. I just wanted to let you know that in case you know, in case you don't have that. That's just easier for me to just buy that and just throw it in, because usually when I'm cooking, I cook you know, really quickly, because you know, like right now I just my girls had lunch, and so I'm just quickly putting this on the stove. I'm gonna let it simmer, and then I'm going to finish rest of our learning for today, and then I have a couple errands to run in the late afternoon. So I just want to make sure I make this so, you know, I don't have to worry about dinner or have to do takeout or anything. So that was my reason to making it quick. The other thing I wanted to share with you is that whenever I chop and cut the leftover stuff, I put in here. Sometimes I put it in a baggie, throw all the, like, the ends and odds of the like the vegetables, put it in a bag and keep it in the freezer, let it pile up, and then I either slow cook it to make the vegetable broth, you know, putting in some water. Yesterday I made the vegetable broth. I just had a whole bunch of leftover, you know, carrots and celery, ends of the celery, onion. So I just put all of that. I didn't do slow cooker, and this is the soup that I really wanted to make yesterday, but I was battling a really bad headache, so I didn't want to make it yesterday, so I'm making it today. But I made the broth yesterday, and I did it on the stove, and it didn't really take that long. You know, you put all your vegetable ends and then you put in some salt, and then you put in a gallon of water, and then you let it come to a boil, and then you just let it simmer and cool down for like 2 hours. Let it simmer in low for 2 hours. But when I want to clean up and I want to make sure, you know, as I'm cooking, I want to, you know, I don't want the cleanup process to be longer, because that's the part that I really dislike about cooking. I love cooking and love trying out new things, but one thing I really hate is the cleanup, because I want to just, you know, I want to be done with it. So what I do is the whatever pieces, I just keep piling on a bowl, and then I throw everything from the bowl to the garbage, and it's an easier, quicker cleanup. So I just wanted to share that with you. I know, you know, most of you guys probably do that anyways, but I just wanted to share with you. So I'm going to let this cook for a little more, and then I will put in the beans and the pasta, and I will share that with you in a few minutes. Okay, so I put in about half box of the spinach, and it says 5 ounce, so I put half of the box of spinach in this, as well as I put in about 4 slices of jalapeno. I took out the seeds and I just put it in for some added flavor. Some bay leaves would go really well, but I don't have it, unfortunately, so I didn't put that in. But thankfully that 21 seasoning from Trader Joe's had the bay leaf in it, so I hope it will be okay. So far this is looking like this. As it came to a boil, I'm going to turn it to medium-low, and I will cover it. And then with this, I'll also be making how Jen does it. She made this really good autumn spinach apple salad, and I'll serve it with that. So I'll put that in as well. And I will share that with you, how I played this. Okay, this is the end result of the soup. And I just garnished it with some cilantro, as well as some jalapenos and some lemon juice. And then this is the salad that I made to go with it, and it's actually how Jen does it inspired spinach apple salad. On hers, she had goat cheese, and she made a really good dressing, but I didn't have some of the ingredients, so I'm just going to have it with a balsamic dressing. And so this is it. Alright, thank you for watching.